today on 15 on 15.
We'll show what a school on the island is doing to involve the students more into learning. And in our lifestyle segment, Want to live longer? A new study reveals what you can do to get there. Also, a campaign that brings awareness on the silent killer, chronic kidney disease.
Hi and welcome to 15 on 15. I am Ichelle Simon, sitting in for Yente Lu. We start the show with students at Colegio Frere Bonifacius who were overjoyed when they heard that they will swap their school boards for an iPad. A program called Good Note will bring more meaning to any subject matter.
In this day and age, students are more accessible to the internet at home, at school, or even mobile through their smartphones. It is more than obvious that schools in Aruba cannot stay behind, and they want to bring forward new ways to help the students understand the matter better and also be interactive in any way possible. This is exactly what Colegio Frere Bonifacius is doing with the help of an iPad. The dynamic team of teachers of this school wanted to try a pilot program with the iPad called Good Note. Fourth graders were the first one to try these new teaching methods. Because of their age, they have more experience in working with this technology. A total of 31 students learned how to work in the iPad on different school subject matters like language, math, criminology, and geography. This resulted in a very easy matter for the teachers to have also control in what every student does with their homework. With this program Good Note, the teachers obviously has the control to put everything the student ever did in a file and see the progress of each student on the spot through another program. At the end of the school year, when the students change class, the iPad goes with them and it will be adapted for the next class.
Last time you saw the first impression of cruise ship tourists who are visiting the island. Today, we'll show you the numbers as to how many cruise ship tourists were walking the streets of Oranjestad.
There was a day in this week where 4 cruise ships were docked, and that meant a significant number of tourists decided to explore Aruba. To be exact, the 4 cruises that were at the dock on Monday were Monarch of the Seas, Aida Luna, Zuiverdam, and Island Princess. On Tuesday, 17th of February, Explorer of the Seas, Carnival Breeze, Free Winds were at the dock, while the next day, Thompson Celebration and Celebrity Eclipse had the chance to enter the port. On the 19th of February was another big day for tourism on Aruba. Coral Princess docked at the port with a total of 1,970 passengers and a crew of 900 workers. Besides this one, Adventure of the Seas had 3,114 passengers, excluding crew members that was around 1,185. Also, Legend of the Seas docked with 2,076 passengers and a total of 750 crew members. A lot of tourists expressed that this experience on Aruba was unique.
Stay tuned, this is what's coming up for you. Watch.
Coming up, this app cannot make itself look much younger. A video shows a truly user experience.
We start off the lifestyle segment a little bit frozen. Take a look at Niagara Falls. Looks totally frozen. Well, it's not after all, but there's a ton of ice at this amazing tourist attraction. Tons of water continue to flow over the impressive ice buildup during the bitter cold winter.
Canada's most famous waterfalls are already among the world's great wonders. Since Tuesday, a partially frozen American Falls due to sub-freezing temperatures is seen in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. The temperature dropped to 6 degrees Fahrenheit, like minus 14 Celsius. The last time Niagara Falls completely froze over was 1848. But recent Arctic temperatures this winter and the polar vortex of last winter has frozen over vast parts of Niagara Falls, creating a beautiful winter wonderland. This icy spectacle at the Niagara Falls is drawing plenty of visitors who want to see the natural wonder on that low temperature.
It's beautiful. It's worth braving the cold.
The falls aren't completely frozen over, but parts are covered in ice and mist.
Now turning the page over to technology, Photoshop turned 25 recently. It has been in the spotlight since 1990 and is widely used by graphic designers as a photo editing software. To commemorate this event, Adobe, the company that produces this app, released a video featuring tons of creations by artists worldwide. The video, of course, was made entirely in Photoshop. Have a look.
Every time that I look in the mirror.
In 1990, Adobe launched Photoshop 1. In the 25 years and 50 major releases since Photoshop 1, Adobe photo editing software has evolved into an industry standard for design and photography pros alike. And as part of the company's ongoing celebration of the milestone, it's released an incredible short video featuring elaborate artwork created using the tools. The video is set to Aerosmith's Dream On. And it was created using submissions from artists all over the world who sent PSD files to Adobe for use in the video. Adobe then animated the artist's images by layer to create the film, which was made entirely in Photoshop. The results were incredibly fantastic. It boasts beautiful artwork and show off what artists can accomplish using Photoshop's animation and design tools.
And feeling young can add years to your life. That is what a new study revealed about people who felt younger than their age. So go ahead and lie about your age. It might be the very thing that helps you live a longer life.
If those fabricators truly believe that they are younger than what it says on their birth certificate, a new study shows they are among a group of people who have a lower death rate. That's compared with those who felt their age or even feel older than their years. The study looked at data from 6,489 people with an average age of 65.8 years who reported that they felt a little less than 10 years younger. What's interesting is most people in the study didn't feel like their actual age. Most said they felt about 3 years younger. Only a tiny percent, like 4.8, felt at least a year older than their actual age. Also, the study went on to mention as to what contributes to have young feelings like maintaining a healthy weight, proper age exercise, more energy than usual, less doctor's visit, more personality, and a will to live among those who feel younger than their age, the study concludes.
After the commercial break, we will talk to the foundation in Aruba to shed information on World Kidney Day. We'll be right back.
This March, World Kidney Day wants to spread the message, kidney health for all.
One in every 10 people in the world has a chronic kidney disease. It affects people of all ages and races, and the numbers keep on growing. World Kidney Day is held annually on the second Thursday of March to focus mainly on awareness and prevention of this chronic disease and all the consequences it entails if not taken care of properly.
Chronic kidney disease is the gradual loss of kidney functions over time. It is considered a silent killer and affects 10% of the population worldwide. 1 in 5 men and 1 in 4 women between the ages of 65 and 74 have this disease. Monet Jones of Kidneys 297 Foundation in Aruba tells us about the warning signs.
The early stages of chronic kidney disease don't have any warning signs. Is when you're in the latter stage, when dialysis or transplant is necessary. That is then that you get signs such as itching, such as foamy urine, or that your body retains water as examples of these warning signs. But at that point in time, the disease is already so far developed that there is little that you could do to prevent. Then you could only take treatment, which is dialysis or a transplant.
It is recommended to do a checkup 3 times a year to see if you are at risk.
Those that are at risk, such as diabetes patients and patients suffering of hypertension, those that are obese, those that have a hereditary, let's say genetically predisposed to have chronic kidney disease, or those that should take precaution and have checkups done regularly, which could be done, which could be consulted with the primary physician, such as your house doctor, to then decide how frequent you would have to do a checkup.
Early CKD often has no signs or symptoms. A person can lose up to 90% of their kidney functions before experiencing any signs.
Well, if you have your symptoms, any symptoms like retaining water or losing appetite, losing concentration, I would suggest to go to your primary physician, which is your house doctor, and indicate these symptoms. And the doctor then will do the necessary checkups, which is a urine test or a blood test and a blood test to then figure out at what stage of this disease you're at. And based on that diagnosis, they could then determine how they would proceed with treatment.
Early signs of chronic kidney disease does not show any symptoms, but in the latter stage, you may have loss of concentration, loss of appetite, and swollen ankles. It is important to check with your doctor at least once a year, just in case of any of this event. For 15 on 15, I am Ichelle Simon.
15 on 15 airs weeknights at 7:15 p.m. For more island news and trendy lifestyle topics, Yentel will be back on Monday. I am Ichelle Simon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.